A weekly client update no one could interpret. A team presentation that left people more confused than informed. Two colleagues, mid-meeting, telling each other to present it your way. Or Ovation, you brought us in to look at Team Alpha. We are Clariven Consulting, an applied communication consultancy, and what we found wasn't a personality issue. It was a clarity issue. Before we walk you through what we found, a word on who we are and how we work. Clariven Consulting works with organizations where communication has stopped being the thing that makes work happen and started being the thing that gets in the way. We are not a management consultancy that treats communication as a finishing touch once the strategy is set. We are not a corporate trainer delivering content that leaves the room the moment the workshop ends. We sit between those two, and we exist for organizations that already suspect their communication is costing them something, but who have not yet had the problem properly named. 3 commitments shape how we work. Rigorous. Every recommendation we make is grounded in evidence, theory, and the client's own reality. We do not recycle generic frameworks. Honest. We tell clients what is actually wrong, not what is comfortable to hear. Integrity, for us, is a method rather than a value statement. Partnered. We treat your teams as collaborators throughout, because the lasting change depends on the people who have to live with it. Ovation engaged us at a particular moment in Team Alpha's evolution. The workload had been rising, the pace of projects had increased, and the early signs of strain were starting to surface in the way the team was communicating, internally with each other and externally with clients. The brief was direct. Identify the root communication issue threatening this team, and recommend an intervention that holds under pressure. What we found surprised us. Most observers looking at Team Alpha would see personality clashes, Ethan and Michael arguing in meetings, Aisha frustrated by drafts she could not interpret, deadlines slipping, tempers rising. It would be reasonable to conclude that the team simply needs better interpersonal management, or perhaps a different mix of personalities. But personality clash is a symptom. It is not a diagnosis. And the diagnosis matters because without it, no intervention holds. Whether you put it in place, coaching, restructuring, mediation, it will not last because the underlying problem will continue to surface in new forms. My colleague will now walk you through what we actually found.
Team Alpha at the Ovation Strategy Group experienced several communication issues, with the biggest issue being the lack of clarity in communication. This was shown when Aisha received a weekly client update with vague terms like emerging themes that were not explained properly. Although she raised her concerns, no clear solution was given, which caused confusion and reduced trust in the team's work. Michael also presented regional performance differences without enough detail, which created uncertainty for the team. When employees are unclear about expectations, they may worry that their work will appear low quality. This lowers the team's morale. Conflict also developed between Michael and Ethan when discussing different approaches. Instead of listening and working through the disagreement, both became defensive. This showed poor active listening and created tension in the workplace. Communication became increasingly hostile, with emotional responses and dismissive comments like, "then present it your way." This damaged teamwork and reduced the synergy, which is the ability of the team to work efficiently together. This issue became worse as workloads increased and pressure grew. Poor internal communication affects the task coordination, causes unequal workloads, creates resentment, and reduces productivity. If unresolved, the consequences could be serious. Employees may misunderstand deadlines or expectations, causing delays in the client's projects, damaging Ovation Strategy Group's reputation and harming relationships with external stakeholders. Clear internal communication is therefore essential for the company's success and future growth.
The Ovation Strategy Group is facing communication challenges, especially with clients. A clear example is when the team referred to emerging themes without explaining what this meant. This caused confusion and made the client worry unnecessarily about restructuring and regional challenges. Instead of creating clarity, the message caused anxiety and required extra follow-up communication to fix the misunderstanding. Poor communication within the team has also reduced efficiency and could damage the client's trust. If this continues, Asterix Holdings may choose to work with competitors in the future. The team appears to be in the storming stage of development, where conflict and uncertainty reduce patience. To move forward, the team members need clear roles and a safe environment where they feel comfortable sharing ideas and challenging opinions. Orivation can address this by hosting emotional intelligence workshops to help employees resolve conflict faster and work more efficiently. The company should also send out surveys to check whether team members feel heard and valued. Investing in employee education will help staff improve their communication and teamwork skills. In the future, meetings should have clear goals so everyone understands what needs to be achieved before sending client messages. The team should create a clear purpose statement and review communication carefully to avoid confusion. Lastly, these leaders should use the yes but strategy when disagreeing with team members. This allows feedback to be constructive and ensures employees feel respected rather than ignored. These changes will strengthen communication, rebuild trust, and help Orivation become a more effective team. Thank you.